welcome Jennifer Stone, who plays Harper on Wizards of Waverly Place.
Hey, Athena. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm good. It's Friday.
Can you tell me, how did you get started in acting?
Well, I got started in acting because my older brother did a lot of community theater, and I was always the younger sibling that got dragged all the rehearsals. Mm-hmm. So eventually, after going to so many rehearsals, I had my fill of that, and I wanted to try being on the stage myself. And so it kind of naturally progressed from there. I always joke this is a hobby that got way out of control.
So how did you land the role of Harper in Wizards?
Well, I got the part on Wizards because I had worked with Disney previously, and I was lucky enough that they had kept me in mind. So I came in, they brought me in right at the end of the auditioning process for Wizards, and I read with Selena and a couple of other girls, and it was, I was very, very lucky that Disney kept me in mind. So it was just, being fortunate enough to be in the Disney family.
Right, exactly. So what's a day on the set like for you?
Well, we usually have to do, depending on whether it's a shoot day or a rehearsal day, we do either 5 to 3 hours of school, and then the rest of it's either rehearsing or filming, and then we have an hour for lunch. So it's kind of like a really long, lunch at school where, all the adults play pretend. It's really funny, but, yeah, so that's pretty much what a day is kind of like on Wizards.
Oh, I see. So for Harper's outfits, do you get any input on what you wear?
Well, our wardrobe department is absolutely amazing, so they do most of it, and, my input goes so far as, maybe we could have a hat, or maybe we could have a purse or something. I usually just like to make it even more literal than they intend to, so, yeah, they do a pretty great job without my input, but sometimes they'll be nice enough to indulge me with a hat or a purse that I think would go with the outfit pretty well.
Do you think you wear any of that in real life, or?
Probably not. I applaud Harper for being that brave, but I personally don't think I have the guts to wear something that outrageous.
Would you say you're anything you're like Harper in real life, or her character?
Not really. I mean, I think I have one thing in common with Harper, because I think with every character you play, you have to have a little bit of yourself in it. Right. She and I both get excited over things that sometimes other people might not get. She'll get excited over, a sale on crafts or something, and, I get excited about, the latest sci-fi movie being released. So, I mean, sometimes it's oh, okay, when, you're talking about being really excited about stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I have in common with Harper, but I'm definitely happy to share that trait with her.
Exactly. And one thing you have in common is that Selena is your friend on the show as well as in real life.
Yeah.
What's it like working with her?
Oh, it's great. I mean, she's definitely one of my best friends, and it makes life so much easier when you can go to work every day and get along with the people you work with.
Exactly.
So, it's just wonderful working with her.
Mm-hmm. So what has been one of your favorite episodes to film?
I'm a big old Hollywood junkie, and I really loved the silent movie episode, because I love, the work of Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, and, Lillian Gish, and things like that, all those silent movies. Mm-hmm. So to be able to make one was just, surreal for me, because I've, spent a lot of my time watching those kind of movies, and to be able to be a part of one was definitely one of those pinnacle moments in life.
That was definitely a fun episode. I enjoyed that one.
Oh, thank you.
So now you're going to be in the new Wizards of Waverly Place movie. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I can't tell too much because I don't want to get in trouble, but there's a vacation involved. The Russos get out of New York and go on a vacation, and of course they get into some trouble because they wouldn't be the Russos if they didn't. So I think that's only the extent that I can tell you. I'm sorry, but like I said, I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, I know, exactly. Now, I heard the cast had a lot of fun filming in Puerto Rico. How was that?
Oh, it was great. I mean, the whole cast is like my second family. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like taking a family vacation. It was just really nice to take the same show and put it in a different location and just, change up the vibe a little bit. So that was really fun.
Exactly. Have you been to Puerto Rico before? Was this your first time?
No, it was my first time. I was pretty excited. Johnny Depp was there while we were shooting, so it was kind of fun, trying to play look for Johnny Depp every day.
Did you find him? I mean, did you see him?
No. We heard that he was staying on his yacht out in the water so that nobody would bug him, which is actually really smart. But hopefully one day. I guess I'm eternally playing Where's Johnny Depp.
And he's one of, like, your idols, right? Don't you like him?
Oh, he's definitely one of my favorites. I loved the way he lives his life and just the characters that he's played and the chances that he's taken in his career. So I definitely have a lot of respect for him.
Exactly. Now, would you ever consider playing any more serious roles in the near future?
I would love to. Quite frankly, comedy is more challenging for me than dramatic stuff is. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, like, I had done mostly drama before I did Wizards. But, if I could have anything in the whole world, I would spend the rest of my life, doing characters that I have to do a lot of research for and that can really, keep me on my toes. And I love transforming. That's one of my favorite things to do, being an actor. And so if I could spend the rest of my life being different people and being completely unrecognizable from role to role, I would be a very happy camper.
Right. Do you sing at all, or?
I do. I started in musical theater, so I'm not really a pop person, but I'm hoping a musical on Broadway is in my future, but we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, I see. Now, do you have any other projects in the works?
Well, I'm keeping it pretty much on with Disney right now because they've been pretty good to me. So we're about to start season 3 of Wizards in July. Start filming that, and then I did an episode of Phineas and Ferb, which should be coming out pretty soon. Well, I play Candace's daughter, which is kind of confusing, but you'll see how that works out in the episode. But yeah, so I'm just keeping with the mouse.
How did you like doing voiceovers?
Oh, it was great. Like, it's so much fun because, like, you can let out, like, your hyper inner child.
Exactly.
When you do voiceovers, and it's such a blast.
Yeah, definitely. So when you're not acting, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, I really love what I do, and I'm kind of a bore, so I watch a ton of movies. I'll watch maybe 2 or 3 movies a day. And when I'm not doing that, I'm either reading or hanging out with my friends. So I'm pretty much a basic teenager with a slight obsession for movies put in there.
Who doesn't love movies? Everyone does.
Yeah, they're great.
So can you tell me also, what's one thing your fans may not know about you? Do you have, like, any hidden talents or...
Well, I like to bust a move on the dance floor. That's one thing I like to do, which, I have a good time. Who's to say whether I'm good or not? But yeah, no, I definitely, if there's a song playing, I have a hard time not moving to it. So that might be something unexpected, that I like to dance a lot. Oh, yeah.
And can you also tell us about your Twitter, which is Come Again Jen? How do you like using Twitter?
I'll tell you, Twitter is a addicting thing. I'm always on it. I swear, I saw the other day that I'm almost at 500 posts, which I'm like, oh, such a problem. It's a dangerous elixir, that Twitter.
I didn't expect it to get so big, but now every celebrity has one. It's become huge.
It really has. It's really caught on. But then again, we're in the century of fads, so who's to know what the next big thing will be where everybody's on that.
Exactly. So, alrighty, thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you.
And everybody can make sure to check out the Wizards of Waverly Place movie, which comes out in August.